HTG Brian here, and we are live under the umbrella here. Hopefully, it would have been a lot cooler if it was animated. But what do you guys think? Pretty nice little April showers, bring May flowers type of thing. I know that Joey was always ragging on me about like, oh, that already happened. Well, it's still happening, Joey. So take that or something. What's up though, everybody? I see a bunch of you hanging out in the chat on the premiere page. Thank you so much. A lot of you are up late. Super awesome of you to show your support. Most of you could have just watched it tomorrow when you woke up, but I really appreciate you guys staying up and participating in the live stuff. Now, a handful of you have been here. We've been chatting. You guys already know you kind of got your shout outs. We'll talk more later. I want to get to my list of stuff here. You know, first off, most important, of course, welcome back. It has been a full month since we had a game break. It's been a full 3 hours since we last streamed. So not a lot has changed in 3 hours. In fact, I took a break. I ate some food, hung out with the wife, got in an argument with the son, and, you know, teenage father stuff. And then we made up. And now he's streaming, and I'm streaming. Except for, I don't know how many people. He's playing some games with some friends. Anyways, short list today. Not a lot to talk about, but there is some stuff, some speculation, and some things that I wanted to kind of check boxes on. What's good, though? I see some more people showing up. Ate some food. Yes, Paz, I did. Welcome to all those showing up on the late side of things. Hey, I've got some stats here. This might be a little bit shoddy, but we'll see. Hey, there we go. This was actually taken 2 days ago, so it's not actually current. In fact, as it sits right now, let me get an accurate number for you. It's 117,808. So a lot has changed even in like the 24 or 48 hours, however long it's been since I originally took that screenshot. But I wanted to focus more on the below numbers, not so much. I mean, obviously it's pretty awesome seeing that 2,800 plus subs in the last 28 days. I mean, that's 100 subs a day. If you do the math, that's insane. You know, but down below, if you look at it, you know, we're at that 39, 40, 50. What does it say over there? Boy, it shows it's great. Right now, it's back to 39%, 37% watch time. That's crazy. Crazy. I can't even believe it. I think a lot of it has to do with COVID, but a lot of it has to do with, too, of uploading and streaming basically every day for the last couple of months. So pretty sweet stuff. Hey, Andrew's here, and he's got a super sticker going on. First fist bump. I thought it said first, but no, it's fist bump. So yeah, the game break status does not have the same little labeling as we've seen in the past, but definitely appreciate the super chat there, and it'll pop up there. Oh, we got a super sticker and a super chat. What's up? How did your game break go? Did you already do that, Andrew, or what's going on? Anyways, but yeah, so I just wanted to thank you guys. Like, I know a lot of you are here every day, and you know, that's awesome. I get a lot of comments that are like, you know, hey, I'm sorry I can't donate and stuff. You guys have no idea what your dedication actually means. Like, sometimes the people who are just watching are as beneficial or more in some cases than the people who have the extras and go above and beyond with like the super chats and the Patreon support. So just know that the analytics are showing that you guys are loving what we're doing, and I love what I'm doing too. So it's a win-win situation. I just wanted to give you guys a big shout out. Digital high fives to all of you for hanging out doing that. Whoa, my camera got all wonky. That's one thing about this Logitech cam. Like, it's a good cam, but it has trouble with the lighting, especially with like if I start getting my groove on, I gotta make sure I don't get wet. Ooh. All right, enough of that. So yeah, everything is on the rise. You know, and I couldn't really be happier. I mean, so big shout out and big thanks to all you guys for all of that. Me, a dork? No way. All right, so this next portion right here is pretty much the meat and potatoes, the heavy part of our game break today. So you know, depending on how long this goes, will kind of determine how long the game break ends up being. But so I just wanted to talk about some things. Like, we've already talked about a lot of this, right? Like, a lot of this is like old and repetitive, and I don't have any notes specifically here. Like, I could have done a lot better and had like images and some other stuff to go with this, but we've talked about this so much, I feel like it's kind of redundant already. So but I just wanted to point out, like, coming up, we've got a pretty big day in some people's world. Some people don't even know this exists yet, right? Like, Some people don't even care. Some people don't just care less. But I mean, basically, you guys know what it is. Next month we got May. A couple days in, we got May 4th. That graphic's a little choppy. I don't think I actually got the updated graphic there. I apologize for that being yucky. Gross, as Tyler would say. Anyways, let's. I wonder if I have that over here. Well, while I'm talking, I'll see if I've got that in. No, I didn't move it over. I did not move it over. That's my bad. Anyways, May 4th coming up. Pretty big deal. May the 4th be with you. If you haven't figured it out yet, it's kind of like the unofficial Star Wars Day, or maybe it is official now. I'm not really sure, but essentially, it's kind of a big day in that community this year because there are. Okay, first of all, let's back up a step. There's going to be everybody that hasn't seen or would like to rewatch the Skywalker. The latest Star Wars movie. It's going to be on Disney Plus starting May 4th. So all of the Star Wars are going to be all in one place. I think for the first time ever. I could be wrong, but I think that's the first time, other than like a TNT marathon or something on TV. All of them are going to be on one. All of them. The Rise of Skywalker, everything. They're all going to be there. So that's kind of cool. Now, they're using this day to kind of showcase that, but they're also going to be implementing some new Lego sets. I've seen some other toys too. If you're into like the Pop Funkos and stuff, I've seen that there's going to be some new one. There's a bunch of Star Wars stuff, garbage, gold, whatever you want to call it. A bunch of Star Wars loot is going to be available. Now, there is huge speculation. I've seen tons of YouTubers. I've seen tons of news articles about May 4th, and will there be any information regarding Lego Skywalker Saga? I don't know. I really don't. That's the whole thing, is that much like a lot of other things in our life right now, this is unknown. Like, we know that there are certain things revolving around the game. We know that it is likely due out this year. We were promised last year that it would be out this year. That was obviously before the COVID and all the stuff that's going on. So, I mean, there's still that possibility that it might not be until next year before we see it. I hope that's not true. If it is true, hopefully they bump it up and they bring it to the PS5 and the new Xbox, whatever the heck that's called. Uh-oh, I'm getting some glitches. Hopefully we don't have any more technical difficulties like we did earlier. By the way, Comcast showed up and pulled the plug. My neighbor had some issues with one of his lines, and they had to replace, like, the card or whatever in my box. So they pulled the plug right at the end of earlier stream. So that's why that ended so abruptly. But anyways, I don't really know if they're going to bring anything or not. I know that May 4th would be a great day. Some people have speculated and suggested that, oh, well, the game's going to be out on May 4th. No, they're not just going to release the game like that. I just don't think they've had enough time. And I still have that whole theory of, like, marketing. Like, there's that kind of unwritten rule of, like, that at least 60 if not 90 days. It's usually 90 days that they market as much as they can. They put signs on billboards, they put big old signs up on buses. They put them up everywhere, all over the place. And you'll see commercials, you'll see all sorts of stuff. We'll see YouTube ads that we haven't seen any of that yet at all, really. There was like a little burst when that trailer came out, but that was it, and that was a long time ago. So I feel like there's going to be a romp up real soon, and it'll probably be 60 or 90 days before so May 4th, hopefully we'll get some information, and if they do, then, you know, we're going to kind of take a back seat and just continue streaming, and we won't start any new projects. Depending on when that release date is, of course, too. If they go, oh, it's actually November 20th. That's just something I spit out. It's probably not even a Tuesday or a Friday. But my point is that if they don't give us the information we need, then we have a plan B. And if they do give us the information we need, then we'll adjust, and we'll basically make an announcement next week of what our plans really are. But I am happy to report that we have had a game in the bag, so to speak. You know, as you guys know, a couple months back, I introduced a new guide writer, and he actually has been kind of secretly working on a few projects in the back. One was kind of a test run to see how he could do. Another one was kind of like, hey, I can do this now. Let's do this. And So I've got a couple of games that I'm going to look into, and the first one is one that's actually been widely requested for a long time, and I feel like it hopefully will be a shorter project, nothing like the Lego Star Wars. I will draw it out if there is a gap between projects, but we also know that The Last of Us 2 was announced with an official release date of like June 20th, something like that. I think it was June 20th. So we will likely cover that, and people are, oh, is that going to be on HTG TV or HTG? It'll be on HTG. Now, I know that's kind of risky in some people's minds because of the whole concept of like family friendly and stuff. But as you guys know, we've kind of been slowly, not really leaving that behind, but we've been playing games that are more grown. And we have been doing more. And if you guys didn't know, we actually covered The Last of Us back on the PS3 when it originally released. So I have collectibles, I have videos on all that stuff. And actually Dougie Fresh, shout out to Dougie. He actually wrote that guide for us and put that together. So a lot of stuff is happening in the future, and we are going to be bringing some of those games to, we've even talked about maybe playing Doom Eternal on the main channel, and so I gotta be honest, I have not had one negative comment saying, oh, what are you doing playing this? I've had some people in the chat kind of question like, hey, is this a good idea? And I've responded with, look, I'm gonna roll till the wheels fall off, and right now there's not even a nail in the tire, so we're good. I feel like, if we get some hiccups, I mean, I'm not going to be playing like the Grand Theft Autos and like the really kind of like greasy stuff. But you've seen me play Call of Duty. You've seen me play, we played some shooters, we played some other stuff, and it's gone swimmingly. So I think the whole idea has changed. And I think the people that really are allowing their kids to watch the younger stuff, they should stay on the younger, like the YouTube kids and things like that, where our videos shouldn't be popping up. So, and that's kind of a bummer because our videos aren't popping up for the younger people that, a lot of our videos are fully all age availability, but some of them are not. And that's something that, you guys are going to have to pick and choose, and the parentals out there will have to do that as well. But anyway, so, Plan B, what is it? Oh my gosh. It is super family friendly. Ready? Bo. So, we've got some options. So I've got the graphic here for 2. Ultimately, I will probably play 1 and 2. So listen, there's no real, like, I have guides, and I feel like there's possibilities for both in the near future. A lot of people have requested Spyro. A lot of people have asked for some, so there are some other things that you may see too. Now, the problem is that I want to make sure that when we have a real project, this is like a Plan B project, right? This is not a main project. So the real projects are going to take front row. When that happens, when The Last of Us 2 comes out, when Lego Skywalker comes out, when, if there's another Lego before, if there's something else that really takes the front seat, all streams will be shortened to 2 hours per day. Okay? I'm not going to cut them out, but I'm going to cut them back. Right? So, and until I fall too far behind or feel like I'm too overwhelmed, I will continue to do that way. I've got like a nice little plan. I haven't really got to work it yet. But hopefully when a new project comes, I'll be ready to go ahead and do it. And but yeah, so again, May 4th, next week, we are going to probably we're going to find out one way or the other. Are they going to give us any information on Lego Skywalker? Or are they not? If they do, we will make a judgment on what the project will be, whether it'll be just Lego Indy 1, whether it'll be Lego Indy 1, Lego Indy 2. We'll let you guys know. The plan right now, too, is we will be covering Lego Indy on the Xbox, and we'll be covering Lego Indy 2 on the PlayStation 3, likely PS Now, which will be played on the 4. So we'll see how that, and the reason is 2 has trophies where 1 does not, and I want to follow a structured list. So we'll be bouncing back and forth. And rather than try to build up all my achievements, I'm gonna try to get my trophies. So yeah, that's basically that. I'm gonna get rid of that ugly graphic. I'm tired of looking at that. But yeah, so if we get some info on Skywalker Saga, we'll definitely, if there's a trailer, that'll be up first thing as soon as I find it or get a hold of it. If there's any kind of information that I can provide, I may even do like what's up guys, I got 5 minutes worth of information for you and here you go. And that might be it. We'll see. We'll totally see. But what do you guys think? Lego Indy and Indy 2 sound like a good plan? I mean, I'm hoping so, because some effort's been made into that. And big shout out to Adam for putting together the guide too for all that. And yeah, so yeah, well, this month I decided to leave out the thumbnails. So I've been doing like a slideshow, the thumbnails. I haven't really gotten any good or bad comments in the chat or even later. I don't know if that's something you guys were into or not. I was looking through HTG TV's thumbnail page, like the videos. Like if you go to the HTG TV channel and then you click the videos tab, rather than just being on the home page of it, you click videos. It shows all like that big block. It's like 5 or 6 wide, and like, you know, as far as you can scroll down, there's like quite a few rows of pretty, I don't know if I'd say epic, but comical thumbnails. Now, we've seen a mix on HTG. You know, some of the thumbnails from like Star Wars and stuff have not had my face incorporated. Some of those did not even get the updated Thumby logo. But I was trying to keep things consistent. I try not to change like intros, outros, graphical stuffs during the middle of a series. I'll usually make the transition in between. So you know, once we get to the end of Lego Star Wars, I will probably update the new stuff with like, you know, new. Same with Patreon Thumby for Gamebreak. I keep forgetting to do it. And honestly, it should be as simple as flipping Thumby and putting him there, right? That's right, but wrong, because the lettering would be backwards because I would have flipped him. So there's some edits that have to be made, and I just haven't done it. I never think about it until it's time, and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't do that, and then it's too late. But so we'll be seeing some of those edits and whatnot coming up. But you know, if you guys do want to see the thumbnails, or maybe you want to have a vote on them or something. I know some of you see all of them. Some of you don't see any of them. Some of you see the ones on HTG, but you're not subscribed on HTG TV. So, you know, it's just, you know, you guys let me know what you want to see in these game breaks. These days, they're not as monumental as they used to be because I'm streaming every day. You guys are getting a little piece of my daily life every day rather than a full month going by. Now, some of you don't watch the daily stream, so you are getting a taste of the monthly stuff, but you guys get what I'm saying. So, you know, speaking of Star Wars, this has been going on for way too long. Big shout out to our guide writer, Gary, who put together the guide for this. And this is actually on our website, which the Lego Indy and those aren't there yet. They will be soon, though. That's still a work in progress. The guide's been done for months. I just haven't made updates to the site. On this note, though, this guide is basically done. We have one more super story. There are 19 achievement videos that I could make. Most of them are like, you know, take this character and shoot that character. That's probably not something I need to make a video. So let me clarify too, like the guides have always been based on need. We generally don't make a video for something that's really self-explanatory. Now, sometimes in the past, or maybe as a filler, like if I'm going on vacation or something and I'm trying to preload a bunch of videos, I've been known to, with like Lego City or perhaps even Lego Harry Potter, or even if I go way back, I probably did a lot of those videos because it was just like an easy trophy. Most of those, if you just unlock the characters you play and you just gotta smash them up, it's not worth a video to me. Not that it's not worth my time, it's just that I don't think you guys would want to watch that. And I want my click-through rates, I want my video upload percentages to be good. Like, the gooder the better. That's all I'm saying. So, there are a handful of these, you know, I've got, like, look, I've got like a full-on list here. Oh, look at that. That's kind of funny. The blue. Why is that? So it must be because of the reflection of my light that has a little bit of orange in it. It must be making it green. Yellow and blue make green, right? That's kind of trippy. You guys can see my list, though. Look, I got a magic list, you guys. It's magic. Like, what the heck? That's kind of fun. But yeah, so I have a bunch, you know, and I've got the list. My goal is to go ahead and get them all done. I'm going to record everything, and then I'll decide whether or not I want to make videos for them. But so we got a Super Story Sunday, this Sunday. So not day after tomorrow. Then I have one more live stream video I plan on doing. I will likely do it the following Sunday. There will probably be 2 more Sunday streams of that. And then the thought is, per your request, I think I'm going to finish up my Lego Star Wars Clone Wars. Lego 3, Lego Star Wars 3, Clone Wars. I never played it. Doug did the guide for that. And so, you know, that's another one of those things that, like, if we still have a lot of time left before the next Lego Star Wars game comes out, I will be more likely to do that. And that'll be something that I will probably stream. I don't know if I'll do it on Sundays. I mean, it makes sense to keep streaming Star Wars on Sundays, but does it? Does it matter? I mean, I'd almost rather do it on the weekdays, but we'll see how it works out. We'll see. Let's see here. Your Lego videos are 3. Nice. I appreciate that. I'm glad they helped. Love it. That is cool. Nice. I'm glad you guys love that. So, yeah, that reflective. I want to. You can't see me though. That would be really cool if there was like some really crazy movie effects going on there where you could legit see through it. It's not a separate layer though, right? It's the same video feed being compressed. So, but yeah, so we got some Lego stuff in our future, even if it's still a long ways before we actually see the new guy. So, that's good. I just wanted to bring that up, and I'm so glad that I didn't like get those Lego games done a long time ago. I mean, financially and work-wise, it would probably be a lot better because I would have all those in the catalog and they'd be stocking up views and whatever. But I'm glad that we have some new stuff to do that's Lego, even if it's old. A lot of people will come back and be like, oh man, I played this when I was like 7 and now I'm like 8. So like that was forever ago. I get a lot of messages like that. Man, I played this back when I was a little kid, man. I can't believe it, man. That's crazy. I'm like, oh yeah, how old are you? I was 6. Oh yeah, how old are you now? Oh, I'm 9. Okay, so 3 years ago is like I guess when you're 9, that is forever ago. For me though, being 9 is forever ago. Anyways, all right. So moving right along now. I ask this every month, and I very rarely get much. I did get a few last month, and I did write them down. To be honest with you, I've seemed to have lost that pad, but that being said, I'll do a better job of not losing it this month. But you know, we've got a lot of stuff coming up, and obviously a lot of you guys are home more, so you guys are wanting more. You know, videos. You guys are needing tutorials and things like that a lot more. And for your video game needs, I'm curious, like, what games do you want to see? You know, and that could be games that we stream or games that we, you know, we're getting through a like kind of like a back catalog of a lot of your requests. You know, God of War was out there. You know, we had Horizon Zero Dawn. Spider-Man was out there. You know, these are all things that you guys have like totally just like hounded on me for, and I eventually got to them, and I've had a great time with most of them. So that being said, like, I am digging your recommendations. Please keep them coming. What else do you guys want to see? I mean, we got some other things that we could jump into. I mean, there's always like sports stuff. I would be terrible at like football. That would be maybe comical, but probably torture. You know, pulling teeth might be more fun than that. I'm not sure. You know, basketball is obviously a possibility. We had that Fast Break Friday. I've had a few people ask me about it. I do believe it's the same 2 people that keep asking me about it. But, you know, I would love to play more basketball. As you guys know, I'm a huge NBA fan. So, like, I want to know, like, what games do you guys want to see? And do you like the retro stuff? Do you like me going back? There's been a lot of requests for the Kung Fu Panda game when I was playing Toy Story. Everyone was like, oh, Kung Fu Panda is like just like this. You'd love it. I have no idea. I've never played it, so I don't know if I would love it or not. You know, I've got a Dreamcast. The quality would be different. I'd have to use one of my other. I don't think I have them set up anymore. Nah, I don't. I'd have to use one of my old school layouts where I compress it. But I mean, it wouldn't be a problem. You guys would probably dig it. But I mean, I got like, I got a lot of Dreamcast games, you guys. I got a lot of Dreamcast games, like 100 or something, 120, something like that. Cars Race-O-Rama. That, you know, the tractor tipping and the original Cars was some of my favorite stuff to do with Reese. If you guys ever watched the movies, you know, you probably saw they went tractor tipping, and well, there was even like these little side movies, the little Mater snippets that had all these things, and like there was a giant combine, Frank the Combine, and there was also a Banshee. And the Banshee we actually had I don't know if we still have it, but it's like a toy, and like it rolls over the other and it like eats the other cars up and stuff, and like we were really into that. We have a lot of cars stuff, like car stuff. Something. Anyways, I do have Cars 3 Driven to Win. I haven't played Race-A-Rama in a long time. But yeah, there's definitely some possibilities. So older Need for Speed games would be fun. Sweet. Can I be a moderator? Luis, I actually have a whole stack of mods. Most of them are out there doing their job right now. I appreciate that. And, mods are definitely people who show up every single day or as much as possible and that provide a positive, feedback so yeah, I mean there's always those possibilities. I would say that there's probably a list of probably next in lines, but I mean you could always find your way onto that list if you show a lot of support and you're here all the time. Test Drive, wow, that is some old school original Resident Evil. That would be fun, but mildly frustrating. We're playing Resident Evil 5 right now. Were you over on the other channel today, Simone? We're playing Resident Evil 5 on HTG TV. Now, I don't know if you guys all are even aware of HTG TV. We have a second channel. This last week, we've had a nice little surge in subscribers, which was nice. We're still trying to get to that 1,000 mark, which is kind of crazy because we have 117,000 on one side, and lots of people still don't even know we have that channel. So I just dropped a link in the chat right now if you guys are interested in checking us out on HTG TV. And I need to get it set up again so that when somebody subscribes, it lets out that loud shriek and it scares me all the time. Remember how like I'd be middle of 10, remember that? That was kind of fun. All right, so moving right along. We got what's this? Oh, sorry, I was watching a classic car channel. No worries. Nice. Just subbed to the channel, huh? More subs coming in. You guys are awesome. Look at that. I got at least 2 subs showed up. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, there's lots and lots of stuff over there too. Like I said, if you go over there and you click that videos tab and you look at all of our there's a lot of content there. So definitely check it out. Let me know what other stuff you'd like to see over there too, because that's Tuesdays and Thursdays when we stream over there. Every once in a while we do a bonus stream too, where we might do it on an off day or whatnot. Just like today, we stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday on this side, right? So we stream every day, but we're just streaming 3 days a week on this channel and 2 days a week on the other channel. And this week we actually streamed 3 times on this channel, or 4 times. I can math. I promise I can math. But yeah, so let's see here. Superman 64. I had this talk the other day. In fact, I think it was live on stream when the whole thought process came out. I am looking for I want a Nintendo 64. I used to have one. I had a friend that had a really nice Acura Integra. It was lowered, had a stereo system, and it was all custom and like really fancy. It had a TV in it. Before this was back, we were like 17, 18 years old. We were still in high school, and his parents had some cheese, and still do. They had this. Anyways, we went on this long trip. He had this really cool car with all the TV in it. We could hook game systems up to that TV and play. So we went on a trip over to Eastern Oregon, and we put my Nintendo 64 in there. I never got it back. And then trunk damage. Some water got in the trunk and got it. And you'd think that somebody with that kind of cheese would be able to replace that for me, but that didn't happen. So anyways, I'm on a mission to try to find it because I want to get going on South Park for the Nintendo 64. That game was so much fun. It was terrible as far as stuff goes, but it was hilariously fun with all the turkeys and all that stuff that was going on. Man, I cannot wait. All those mini games, like it was a couch brawler. So like you could fight and it had all these it was so much fun. And it's going to be tough to do that online with people, but it would be fun to have like Reese and maybe my wife play as a third. So we might be able to get like 3 people. I don't know. It'd be fun. I definitely want to check it out. So, if older consoles is something you guys would like to see, if somebody could come up with a really cool like retro name, like Retro I don't know, something for like Saturdays or whatever, something that has, then we'll really look into that and we'll try to do that. Like, I can't, Dreamcast DC. I don't know. You guys tell me. I love South Park too, sort of. Like, I like the original, like, first 3 seasons. I watched a lot of those, like, when they were first coming out. That was fun stuff then. I haven't watched, like, the last 7 seasons, probably. I just haven't. I don't know. Got too political, I think, and stuff for me. But anyways, hey, little fun fact for you. You guys probably know this. Some of our people are actually going to be, what the heck's going on here? Some people are going to be coming up on their 6-month memberships. We still got about 45 days, 55 days, I guess. So just under 2 months. But we're it's like a month and a half, getting close to that month before we're going to see. If you guys aren't familiar with the memberships, they're on YouTube. You can go ahead and on the main channel page, you can see over on the far right side, there's this join button. You can probably see it on the middle of the screen right now too. I don't know. I don't view a lot of live stream stuff, so I don't know how you do. But once you click it and you become a member, you get access to some extra emojis, as you can see here displayed. With the more members we get, the more access to emojis I get. We also get custom badges. This was all taken when the badges were brand new, fresh and hot, right off the. Then you can see all of them right there. So you got new, 1 month, 2 month. So if you hover over any of the people that do have the badges right now, you can actually see it'll say 4 month or 3 month or however long they've been there. And here's a couple of the emojis. I do plan on adding that updated Thumby as well as a couple of others that the mods will use as well. Brown Pants and Cringe Rip are probably the most actively used, followed by Get Good. If we want to get rid of that can, man, that's totally fine. I just, I always have a yellow can, as you can see. Like, I guess you can't see it's purple right now. It's yellow though. It's yellow. It's a bubbly. It's pineapple. Again, if Tyler were here, he'd say gross. Always stay hydrated. And just for that, we're going to go ahead and toss one of those out there because it does not get used enough. Especially when the green screen's on, because you can't see the damn can. Andrew with another super chat. Thanks, my guy. Appreciate that. So, basically, as far as stuff goes, get out of here. Get out of here. As far as stuff goes, that's basically all I had on like the docket. I do have Patreon shoutouts that I want to do, and then I just kind of want to chat and chill with you guys for a little bit. So, Andrew with another super chat. What is your button broken? Is something going? Is it one of those things where I'm trying to donate, but it won't? Oh, there they go. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Much love. All right, so Patreon. If you guys don't know, we actually have a way for you guys to support us directly. As I was kind of covering this the other day, no matter how you donate, there's always something that kind of, basically there's a middleman, right? That's what I'm getting at. There's a middleman. On YouTube, I actually have 2 middlemen. I have YouTube, like Google itself, and then I also have my multi-channel network, Full Screen, who I have a partnership with. Both of those guys actually take a share. So for those of you who are, there's different reasons for donations, right? There's donations for, just to support. There's donations to see your name on screen. There's different reasons for it. Some people want to hear their name shouted out. Howdy ho! So that being said, there's different reasons to do different things. But, at the end of the day, Patreon is a lovely way for us to get direct support from you guys with the least amount of middlemen taking a cut. So, I don't usually talk about that. To me, as I already stated earlier, the only thing I would ever ask of you guys is that you watch our content if you enjoy it. That's it. If you guys have the ability and want to go above and beyond, like Andrew, for example, you guys are totally welcome to do that. We greatly appreciate it. It helps us out. Things like this chair and my microphone, the new lights, all the things. You guys have helped support build my area. You have, and I love you guys for it. So if you guys are interested in doing that stuff, we definitely have Patreon. If you didn't already see it or haven't already been there, booyakashow, there you go. And, there's different tiers for everybody. There's little different access, little different things. So, basically, $5 and up though is where the big spenders are. We only have 5. We have 1, 2, 5, and 10. I'm not one of those guys that has like 50 and 100 and 200. Like, you know, at some point I thought it'd be fun to do like one per month and have like a $500 tier. And then like, you know, $500 gets you, like, you can come here. I'm not going to fly you here, but you can come to Oregon and like, we'll go out and all that $500 will like be to like pay for our evening, right? Like that would be kind of fun. Like we'll go out and play frisbee golf or go out and we got foot golf. We got lots of golf in Oregon. I don't know what else you want to do, but we got other stuff too. We got go-karts and things, but that would be funny. Oh snap! No need to call my name out, says. No need. Thank you so much though. $5 and up though. We've got peeps that have supported us. Most for a long time. Some as of this morning, late additions. No names there either. But much love to all these guys. These guys right here have all shown much love. And Thumby! Hey! Where are you at? Oh. What's up, guys? Those guys right there. Those guys all show way too much love. Much love. Oh, we got a super chat war happening in the chat. Don't get Gray started. No. You guys, pump the brakes. Pump them. Pump them. Oh, you're so right down the street from here, right in Southwest Florida. Yeah, just like a 20-hour flight, more like. Nah, how is it? What, it's about a 7-hour flight? I guess it depends on which way the wind's blowing. Like if you got a tailwind, you can probably get there a little faster. I think it's like 6 to 8 hours to get from coast to coast, something like that. How do I get those guys? Oh, the stuff on the back, like Thumby and stuff? Magic. No, I'm just kidding. It's with the help of a lot of software. My stream software is smart, and I have a button. I have some buttons. I don't know. Uh-oh. I'm knocking stuff over. Can you guys see that? That's my stream deck. And that's how, so watch. Here comes Thumby again. Ready? $5 supporters. Boom! Wait, I just turned it off. Ready? $5 supporters. Boom! And turn them off too. Wow. And what games do you want to see? Wow. See how that works? You want to check out some YouTube stuff? YouTube! We got old games we played. We played this. We played that. We talked about, and we did play that. We might play that on Monday or Tuesday, whenever the 4th is. I think it's Monday. We did check that out, but not with you. We checked it out on our own. So yeah, Stream Deck. Elgato is who makes it, and then of course you got to kind of like program your software to do it. But basically, if you got it set up so that it's functional, so like, you know, for like a thumbnail, like how we started the stream off, we have this guy right here, the thumbnail. So like, you know, once you set it up and it's all there, it's just a matter of telling the buttons like, hey, you do this when you press that. And it's super easy to set up once you kind of know what to do. Very user-friendly. I highly recommend Elgato products. The green screen that's behind me that's allowing me this nice transparent background, giving me a nice illusion that I'm floating in this nice rainy wonderland. That's Elgato. My lights, Elgato. What else do I got that's Elgato? My capture cards that I'm streaming my daily streams with, Elgato. I think that's about it. But yeah, so definitely check those guys out. Now, before I get too distracted and get to just chatting, let's go ahead and get to the $10 and up Patreon supporters. These guys actually have been supporting, like I said, at $10 and up, and they get a shout out. So their name was on that list, but they also get a shout out right now. So these are just in the order that are displayed right on Patreon. I decided not to like write them all down this week, month, whatever. So already gave him much love because he's giving me love. Andrew Hosted, thank you so much for the love, Andrew. Much appreciated. Never a dull minute with you around. And let's see here. Next up, we've got Gray the Grave. Gray was up super late. I don't know that he's still awake. I hope he is, because he made it a long time, and much love. He was actually with me all morning this morning playing Resident Evil 5, enduring our noobness. Man, that game, it's old. It's kind of primitive, and the controls and stuff. And he's still here. He's still here. Gray is here. So yeah, we had fun. We actually beat the game. We got kicked off of YouTube. Playing that game, that's like 4 times now we've gotten kicked off. Like legitimately, stream stopped because of the content in the game, and somehow there's some copyright stuff. So in the end, I didn't get any trouble, but it did shut the stream down, and it caused a lot of turmoil and trying to figure out, like, which way do I go? Where's the next stream? Is there another one? Is there a link? Where do I go? So thank you guys for jumping from one to the other, and thanks to Gray for sticking with me. And then we even got booted at the end too, because Comcast kicked us off. But all right, next up, April White. Thank you so much, April. It's been a while. My bad for not reaching out. I'm gonna reach out to you. I'm gonna try to do that this weekend. I got like this huge list of things that I want to do, but it keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And this weekend, I gotta take my car up Sunday. I'm gonna try to hang my monitor, my TV up here on the wall. Like it's not gonna change much, but it will allow me to move this light over a little bit, flip it around back the other way, and I'll have better lighting. Like I always have this pocket right here. You can kind of see like it gets really dark. It's really now, I made a change here and it actually got better, so I might not have to switch it, really. I just want to get it so that I can use the green screen every day. We were using the green screen. I don't use the green screen anymore because it's too not good. And I don't like messing with it. I don't like looking like a noob, so I turn it off. But next up we got... this one I always struggle with, so I apologize. But I'm hoping I get it right this time. Xaria! Thank you so much for your support. Man, that I feel terrible when I get names wrong. Like I used to get Celine's name wrong. Like Celine, I get right. It's her last name. Like she's not from the U.S., so like there's some accents that come with her, and so I'd always say it wrong. Like to me, it looks like Olsen, but it's like old. There's like a T in there. I felt so bad too because I'd say it. So I apologize, Xaria, if I'm saying that wrong. I hope I'm saying it right, Xaria. Is that the Brianism? New Brianism there. Next up, we got Michael Karsberg. Big shout out to Michael. Thank you so much for hooking us up and being a $10 supporter for a long time. Now we got another super chat coming in from Andrew. Now I'm just now noticing, like, wait a minute here. Why are they're not showing up on actual screen, are they? I keep waiting for the sounds to pop up, and I am not getting them. What is happening? Boy, there's lots of layers here. So every month when I create Gamebreak stuff, I always just add stuff. I never take it away. So I've got like 2 years worth of layers of stuff. It's absolutely insane. But that's okay. So I got to add that to my list to clean. I mean, I got like the welcome, like legit. Look, here's welcome, Adam. That was from like what 2-3 months ago. You know, like I said, I got the God of War. I got all that stuff. Page of the here, I got website changes. I got all changes. I got. I mean, so much stuff. I got the old trademark Tila, like Spider-Man footage from when I played Spider-Man. I mean, this stuff's so old. It's not even in the right place anymore. It's all like scatterbrains. I need to fix it, and it looks like I need to get the on-screen notifications back going again. Let me try something real quick. I'm not seeing something that needs to be there. Let's see. Just give me 1 second, guys, and then. All right. Unfortunately, this is all old. I wish I could update this feed because I was gonna resend some of these. Now this is an old one. I know Raymond only dropped a $5, but let's see if it works. Okay, so it's a little out of place. We'll get that in the right place. All right, so that should work now. We should see those happening now. I'm not sure why that wasn't there. I just had to make a few tweaks, and all of a sudden it worked. I did again. All right, my bad for not having that up and running. You guys didn't point it out either. I was seeing them in the chat, and I wasn't seeing them popping up. My bad. All right, last but not least, we got Bonnie Miller. Shout out to Bonnie. Much love. Thank you so much. That actually wraps up our $10. I called out your name. Well, right here I did. Right here. It was a repeat. Like that's what I was saying. I know you only donated a $5 today, but your last one that's showing up here was a tenner, and so I was just trying to test to make sure that it worked, and it does. So we should be good there. And that's right. You told me not to call out your name, and I did call out your name. That's what you're saying. Ah! My bad. My bad. All right. So yeah, that's all I got. What do you guys got? You guys got anything to chat about? You got any questions for me? I don't want to end it now. It seems really early. I mean, Kirsten ain't even like home from work yet. She's still driving, fighting through that traffic in California. California traffic. You know, there's actually a bottom of this. You guys probably don't care, but there's actually a bottom of that umbrella that my big old fat noggin is blocking. What did you guys think of this, though? I really liked the game break, the way the game break turned out. And then I really didn't originally plan to have the bunny hanging out there, but like when I asked last month what you guys wanted to see for like graphics for next month, because I didn't really have anything planned. You know, you guys mentioned, you know, April showers. You guys, oh, Kirsten says she's almost home. You guys mentioned Easter. There was a mention of the Energizer Bunny. There was some modifications that were made to a few of those things to like make them more Happy Thumbs-esque. Definitely some great ideas, and I still was like internally not sure what to do. And so I just, for inspiration, I usually hop on, you know, Bing or Google or, you know, Yahoo search, and I'll search like, you know, certain words or terms. Like in this case, it was like, you know, April, I don't remember what it was, April something, you know, April backgrounds or some wallpapers, some desktop backgrounds, something like that. And I scrolled for like an hour, you guys. Not even kidding. I just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. And my wife, we were like watching some shows, stuff I had already seen that she hadn't. So I was kind of like sort of watching, but not really. And you know, it's like, man, aren't you gonna get that? Because we were gonna watch some new stuff that neither of us had seen. And I was like, man, I'm still looking. And this was like, I think it was like Sunday or Monday night. So I was like, I know Gamebreak is coming up, and I gotta get, and I have nothing yet. And so I ended up just kind of playing around, and I found. So sometimes I'll just find like certain assets, like you know, I'll see like that bunny. Like I didn't physically draw that bunny. You know, I found that it was actually part of another image, and I just happened to see it, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cute, huh? And so I, you know, found that and kind of modified it just a little bit, and then basically cut its bottom stuff off, and I made it look like it was hanging over the logo there, and I was like, wow, that actually looks nice. And that you know, that rendering of a Game Break, the color scheme, like it just looked so legit, and it was actually an accident. I actually used a style in Photoshop to stylize the logo, and I hit it, and it was like all messed up, and then I realized, oh, I had been using. So there's a drop down that gives you all this different lighting. So like you can have like hard light, soft light, you know, darken, light, and all these different things, right? And so it was on the wrong one, and I needed to go up. So I clicked on it, and then I hit up, and I was good. You know, but I meant to go up. So there was like 4 up short, and it stopped right there, and I was like, whoa, that actually looks really cool. And I said, what do you think of this, babe? And she was sitting right behind me, and she was like, oh, that actually looks really nice. And so that was kind of an accident. Sometimes things happen like that. And then it was funny too, because I went and looked up for like April. So like, you know, usually I'll look up certain types of fonts, and there's a site that I often go to. It's called DaFont, DAFONT.com. And it's just hundreds and hundreds of fonts. And if you're familiar with how to use fonts and install them, I definitely recommend it. If you're not, don't, because I don't want to have any broken computers on my behalf. But you know, oh, hi, cutie. I typed in April font, and the one font that popped up was April font, and it was all long, and the letters had legs on them like that. And I was like, that's actually very reminiscent of my raindrops stretching the page. And so like sometimes things just like totally come together, and then I thought, okay, well, raindrops and umbrella and then all of a sudden, bam, I was done, you know. So it's kind of funny how all that stuff just sort of happens sometimes, and sometimes I beat my head into the wall for hours before it does happen, though. So like I said, I think next year I'll try to do like the drops animating. Like I don't know how I don't know how like I don't know. I don't want it to be too busy and take away from, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to have some motion there. So Poe to the rescue. What are we talking? Dino fan? I'm not even sure. Kirsten says she loves the font. Yeah, I do too. I've been using that site for 15 years, probably 10, 15 years, and man, my font bank is ridiculous. Let me see. I can actually give you kind of a. So over the years, I've kind of built up, and I actually have lost it twice and had to rebuild it. But now I have a new way that I track everything. I don't think this has all of them in here, but I'm just curious. What does this folder have? It's only 175. Well, wait, there's folders within there. Yeah, there's probably about 200 fonts there. That's not very many. At one point, I had like 750 fonts. And, I was getting them from like Go Media, and there was a bunch of places that were pretty big with like vector illustrations and other stuff that were like assets you could use for projects. And I built T-shirts and all sorts of stuff with them in the past. But yeah, so like fonts are great. You definitely need good typography for design stuff. If you don't have good typography, you're definitely lacking in departments that shouldn't be. So yeah, shout out to a couple of people that were added last minute today. I really appreciate you guys showing up and doing that. I did notice, or at least take note too, that somebody yesterday was all excited that they were going to be able to donate, which I was like, don't worry about it, it's not a big deal. But they were like, no, we're going to. I was like, all right, cool. And so far I haven't seen that yet, so I'm not sure if like maybe there was a mistake or something happened or whatever. Gray with the 99-cent super chat. 99 cent. So okay, help me out. This is a stupid question, I'm sure. Stupid question. Wah, wah, wah. Stupid question alert. All right, here we go. In America, 0.99 is 99 cents. That is for the US dollar. Is it the same? Is it cents for euros? Like, I know that's probably stupid, but like, they don't call it like quinto, or there's not something else. But, oh, look at that! Haha! No, so there's no. That's what I was. Gray with the 99 cents. Whoa! What the crap? Is it? Okay, never mind. That was my overlay. Looked like there was confusing stuff going on. So, Connie, are you having troubles with it? Is it problematic? And if it is, please don't worry about it. Like, that's all I was saying. Don't like, I don't want you to work up so that's a good question. I feel like that's like borderline, like I should probably, as a 42-year-old man, I should probably know that, right? Like, yeah, I never knew that. So like 99 cent, 99. I just didn't know if it was like 0.99 euros or something, if you said it differently. Because I know that like I've seen some like Outback commercials, like for Outback Steakhouse or whatever. I think that's what it is. And they have that Australian that does the commercials, and he says something like $12.99 or something like that. Of course, it's not necessarily the accent that throws me off. It's the order of how he says it in those commercials. It's not $12.99. It's like $12.99 or something. It's just the way he says it or something. It's trying to get me to update the credit card info. It hasn't changed. Oh. Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, please don't like sweat it. It's not a big deal. Like I appreciate you guys watch and hang out every single day, and that is way above and beyond already. So don't like worry about it at all. I apologize if you were wanting to get like a shout out and that didn't happen. If that is the case, let me know and we can work that out, because I have no problem shouting Connie out. I mean, you did send me a game after all that I've been playing, which has been mildly frustrating but also extremely enjoyable. So a friend of mine who runs a couple of Facebook groups that are Lego based, big time Lego stuff. His name's Jay. Shout out to Jay if you're out there. And Jay was hitting me up and he was saying, hey, what is your take on the new Star Wars? I see you've been playing that. What do you think? and I didn't respond. It wasn't because I didn't. It's not. I just did. He messaged me when I was streaming, and I didn't message him back right away. So he messaged again. He says I made it like through like the second level or something, at the end of the first level, and I kind of got bored with it. And you know, that's the first person I've heard say anything about it. But I had to respond back like I had to think about it. I'm like, oh, it's great. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, God, you wanted to throw that controller out the window for like an hour yesterday. Like, and in the first stream too, there was those moments, right? Like the whole order of getting the push in the beginning, that was fun. Like, and two, like some of those skills are picked up fairly early in the game. And for you guys who've beat it sometimes weeks, months, years ago, I guess not years, but weeks, months ago, you guys don't necessarily remember the order or time frame of when you got those skills. So you're like, oh, just do this. I'm like, I don't have it. You're like, no, just do it. You gotta have it. I'm like, no, I don't have it. So like there's been some of that too where you know, it's confusing. Like you know, it's kind of like those gold brick detectors or mini kit detectors in Lego when you're like you're swimming underwater and there's like an arrow and you're following it and you get all the way to this wall and the arrow's like pointing in the wall. You're like, how in the what's going on here? Like, you know, and it turns out you got to go like out of the water, up, around, down, through, and you're over here. Like when really that shouldn't have even been flashing. Like it shouldn't have even been there. Like it should have just left. Oh man, it's been so confusing at times. But I've also had a blast playing it, and I think the storyline's pretty good. I don't think I look good with red hair. I don't, for some reason, I can't make myself look like I belong on that body. You know, like I did a pretty good job of doing it with Aloy, right? Like there's a few of those Aloys that like I legitimately look like her. There's a few that weren't so good either, but most of them were pretty good. Like I haven't been able to do the same with Cal. Not even close. Not even close. Let's see here. Raymond's given a conversion for us. $1 equals point. Yeah, the euros are definitely worth more. So that I think the 99-cent euro, I do believe is like $1.12 or something like that, US, because their dollar is worth more. So we have to have more to make up for theirs. Let's see here. Ah, it's okay, Connie. Don't sweat it, and don't feel, like I said, please don't feel obligated at all. You've already done more than enough by watching and sending me a game. Like that's hugely, greatly appreciated. Don't even sweat it. You and your whole fam have been nothing but awesome. All right, so what else? What got anything else? Anybody else? You know what? I don't even think I tweeted out that we were live. I better. Did I tweet? I better check. And then I better hit the button. Then I better hang out for a few minutes to make sure. Let's see here. Oh, Twitter. Some of the things you find on. What? Did you guys know? This one slipped me. You know, I've seen a lot of stuff, but I did not see. Did you guys see? This has to be fake. It's on Wiesenmeyer's page. There's no way it's fake though. There's a Lego Star Wars kit. Looks like I would assume it's out next week. It's AT-AT. It's huge. It's like I don't know how many pieces, but it comes with a handful of troopers. It comes with a snow speeder. Comes with a man. This thing is legit. It's been a while since I've done like an unboxing and build. Like maybe I'll have to do one of those. That's something else too that I wanted to ask you guys. Somebody suggested that I pull out all my poly bags. I think it was Barry. Barry was somebody was messaging me the other day. My bad for not remembering who it was. But they were suggesting that I pull out all my poly bags. Like I have quite the poly bag collection. My only problem with that is I just don't know where I would do that. Like I don't think I could do it live. I just don't have like I don't have the room right here. Like I could potentially set up another camera on my bed, but that might be weird. I just don't know if I'll have enough space, and you know, I might be, you know, I might be able to work some stuff out. I got, you know, I do have a second camera. do have another one of these guys. I could potentially run it up and over and then have it like looking down onto the bed. And then maybe I could have like maybe I could make like one camera bigger, so it's like, you know, bigger than it is now, but not much bigger, but like bigger. And then have like the whole background, instead of like the Gamebreak background, having that be like the screen, like the aerial shot looking down on my bed. So like I would show you here, right? And then you'd see it, and then I'd go and I'd put it on my bed, and then each one I'd show you, it would get the bed would get more full and more full and more full. I should probably wait. My wife keeps telling me. I'm not even kidding either. And if you're listening, yep, I'm telling everybody. For like 2 years, my wife's been like, I'm buying us a new comforter. I'm buying us a new comforter. And she has been on her phone and on the computer countless hours looking for a new comforter. And I don't know if she found one or not, but I feel like once we get one, maybe, so I'll put the pressure on her. I'll be like, hey, I need to do this video, and I can't do this video until you get that ugly, gross old thing out from behind me. We'll see. But would that be something you guys want to see? And you know, I've never attempted to do like a, you know, with my laptop. My laptop seemingly is fast enough and capable of running my software that streams. Knowing that I have another camera, I wouldn't have to disconnect any of this stuff. I have other lighting I could bring into play. I could potentially move my stream location. I've never attempted that though wirelessly. And you know, you guys know I'm a big like a hardline guy. I don't do Wi-Fi on any of my stuff. My laptop does not have an Ethernet port. I could probably buy one of those USB ones. I don't know how they work, if they work the same or not. But you know, so I just don't know if I could do that. People taking off. Dark's out of here. Have a good one, Dark. Why don't I put a table, bro? When I'm not streaming, I'll show you my room. We'll Skype and I'll show you, dude. There is no room for a table. No room. I can't even bear. Look, like I'm touching the green screen right now. Like, listen. I mean, it's legit. Like my hands on my chair, I'm rubbing the green screen. The green screen is pushing up into my chair. There's no room for a table anywhere up here. Anywhere. And if I got a table up here too, there'd be no room for me. I'd be like a sardine in a tin can, man. That's how I am right now anyways. So yeah, the downstairs stuff, again, it comes into the Wi-Fi, right? Like, I just don't know how the Wi-Fi would work. It might be worth trying. I'm not against it. Not against it at all. It just more work. So yeah, I'll look into that. Whoa, cutie, settle down. She's doing her purr-paw on the couch over there, which I don't like. I should whip this up. Busted! Meow! She'd probably take off and be gone. All right, guys. We've actually surpassed that 1 hour mark. It looks like. Let's see. So Brian, when are you going back to? Oh, Paige, I beat it. There's nothing left for me to do. If they bring something back, like in the form of like new content, like DLC, new cars, stuff like that, you know, I'd love to drive my GTI again. You know, I'd love to drive my GTI, but definitely not seeing that happen. I have heard that there is a new Need for Speed in the works. I've also heard that there is another race game down the pipeline that might be fun too, but I don't know much about it yet. So, hey, you knock it off. Sounded like she was clawing on the green screen. I will whoop a cat. Do you guys see that? Pew! Ain't nothing faster than pew. All right, guys. Well, big shout outs to all you guys. Special thanks to both Andrew and Gray and the man who will not be named because he asked me not to. Big time shouts to all you guys. And hey, Chauncey, thanks for the new sub. So look at that. So we're all officially plugged in now. I got that done fixed. I apologize that it didn't work out. But I'm glad now. That's funny. Now, so interesting. So after I made that change that is now allowing it to be seen on screen again, it's now showing. So it actually shows an update on it. Shows that Gray super chatted, but and no, of course he hasn't platinumed it yet, Gray. Joey, come on. Come on. You know what? One of these days I'm gonna get a picture sent to me and like a giant middle finger showing a platinum trophy reflecting in the background. That's probably gonna be what it is. I bet you. And it'll be Joey going, I finally got it, you jerks. Video idea: rank all your Lego games you've played on a tier list. You know, I've often thought about that, and I see Lego videos like that a lot. My thing is that, you know, and I got to be careful how I say this. I guess ultimately, at the end of the day, that's not really my style of video. Again, I'm trying to choose my words so they make sense and that are not hurtful or, you know, finger pointing or anything. Because everybody's got their own style. Everybody does their own thing, right? And I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with those types of videos. I mean, to be honest with you, I'd probably make one and probably get 1 million views. It'd probably be my most viewed video ever, and it turns out that probably would be a great idea. But I don't know. I have a hard time with those. But ultimately, I have an archive. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 hard drives that are all 1 terabyte or larger that have data on them. All the games that I've ever recorded. I mean, ever. Like Batman 2, you know, Lego Batman 2, all the way back. I don't have them organized in a proper manner, but I mean, it'd take me an hour to find a specific game, but I've got them all. So I mean, I technically could. I've got footage of my footage that I could use to put together videos. That's just one of those things too that it's just. I mean, I guess I could always go back and bust videos right off of YouTube too. I don't know. You got me thinking. I'm thinking out loud right now, and you know, that's definitely a possibility. Especially if there's a big drought. Like let's say I get Lego Indy 1 and Lego Indy 2 done, and there's still no signs. There's definitely possibilities of stuff like that. And with other people hanging out and doing stuff, you know, like. You know, Joey and Todd and Kirsten all doing their, you know, their own part and helping out, like Kirsten with the thumbnails, and, you know, everybody's doing stuff that's actually helping me and my job be easier. Even though a lot of them are kind of small, it goes a long ways when all those little tiny things are big things, depending on what it is. Some of them are big too. You know, they all add up and they're all extremely helpful. So I greatly appreciate that. And the more we have help in those departments, you know, especially if I had, man, and I'm not suggesting that this needs to happen, but it would be super cool if somebody was making my thumbnails for me every day, where like I just provided like photos of me doing wonky stuff, like you know, like things like that, right? And the thumbnails were being like, and they were legit, like not amateur, like but professional, like better than mine, like actual professional, not amateurs like mine. You know, that, I mean, all those things, all of a sudden I can start doing other things. I've been trying to encourage Reese to do editing for me, because he's learning how to edit, and he's a decent editor, and he watches all these like meme videos and all, so he knows when to cut things and when to bring things, like he's got that eye for it, and he's got a good sense of humor. And I'm trying to get him to do some editing for me so that when like a project happens, I can just play, give it to him, play, give it to him. And I've even told him, like, dude, you'll get paid for this. I don't have a lot of money, but I'll pay you for this. You know, I mean, if you're doing work, you'll get paid. And so I feel like, you know, that would be fun. Yes, bloopers. Oh, man. You know, blooper reel would be fun, too. Like, you know, every once in a while I find some stuff that's just gold. In fact, I think I shared something with the Patreon group. Was it there? I posted this the other day. I posted, there was, well, we got photobombed by Emmett. And I guess it's not necessarily exclusive content. It was definitely content I shared with them over there. Yeah, here it is right here. I think you guys will be able to see it. I don't even know how this works. Like, my wife liked it, but my wife's not part of the closed group, so like I don't know how she saw it. But that being said, if you guys want to see like a behind the scenes kind of a blooper thing, See, yeah, it looks like it's just one of my videos. That's so weird. Like when I upload it to a actual, like an actual closed private group, and I upload it to that page, even if I'm me as the display name, it shouldn't display that video to everybody. But I think it did. So most of you guys have probably already seen this. I know Gray has, and I know my wife has, and I know that Simon has, because they either commented or left messages. Now, and if you can't tell, a little background too. There's as soon as I hit record, the neighbors just started like wood chipping or something. It's like, just loud as can be. Now, I was unaware of how loud it was going to be on the microphone. You can definitely hear it on the microphone. But then I look at Reese, and this is like 2 years ago. This is so old. In fact, it's even got Emmett, our kitty, who's no longer with us in the video. So it was you know, bittersweet. It was good and funny, blooper, but it was also kind of like a tearjerker for us because of our dude schmimmies. But all right, guys. Hey, let's see. I've seen your Facebook. Nice. Bye, Paige. Good night, Dawson. Let's see here. You should react to canceled Lego games. Yeah, see, reactions are not. I mean, I definitely react. I'm filled. I'm drama filled. Like I you know, I react with the best of them, but just again, not necessarily my style. Like I feel like what would be funny is to do some of those. Like I see like Markiplier, and every once in a while I see like Noah J. Like they do those like sellout streams or the try not to laugh streams or whatever. They all have their different names for them. Where people are like, you know, they got the camera view and they're watching something with the chat, right? We're all watching the same thing together, and I'm trying not to laugh at whatever is on screen. And nice, Teflon found your steepler. You know, I've thought about some of those. My problem with those is I don't know where to find those videos to watch, right? That try not to like. I'm sure I could look them up. I'm sure there's millions of them on YouTube. That's not the problem. Problem is finding one that's not gonna have like cuss words and super inappropriate stuff, right? Like I need to find one that's kind of like the America's Funniest Home Videos type of one, where like it's safe, you know, maybe a little risque here and there, but like not like, you know, and even if there's cussing, having it bleeped out. Like if you guys got some videos, send them. I'll look at them and maybe I'll, you know, we'll see. But that's tough though, because I can't really screen them and then watch them with you and then try, because I will have already seen them and I will already know. So like that reaction won't be this. So it's tough. It's almost like I got to have like Todd or Joey or somebody like go find them and screen them, or Kirsten or, you know, somebody, you know, and then be like, all right, this is a good one. It's safe. It's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, you know, and then we'd have to have it kind of planned out where like I talk and who knows, bonus streams probably. But again, those the ones that I never expect to do well are usually the ones that just skyrocket and do the best. And the ones that I hope think they're going to do well, unless it's Lego, they usually don't. So, you know, I'm usually right, and I've done this long enough that I can usually judge. And if I feel like it's going to be bad, it's probably going to be good. And if it's going to be good, it's probably going to be bad. So, let's see here. There's clean ones, which means safe. All right. Well, I definitely would be interested in checking some of those out, and that would be fun. Ben is asking, will we be indeed seeing Battlefront 2 on Monday? That is still kind of up in the air on what's going to happen Monday. As it sits, I am dropping my car off on Sunday night, and I will be picking my car up on Monday, but there are a couple of factors that might conflict with the stream. So as it sits, I do have plans to stream on Monday. There is like probably a 20% chance that that I won't be here, but Reese will. The stream will go on. I will have it set up and it'll be ready for him, and I will show him how to do it. Hopefully, I mean, he's a smart kid. He shouldn't have any problem with it. So we'll see. Yeah, and it's safer, boring. Yeah, that's kind of the thing though too. It's like they gotta be good, right? Like, so I don't know. I mean, and maybe that's something we do on the, you know, on HTG TV. You know, and if it does really well, I could take a chance on, you know, maybe I label it like not safe for work, or, you know, something in the title. So yeah, I don't want to end up getting in trouble or demonetized or any of that. But Todd says he's still trying to platinum Battlefront 2, so Yeah, it is possible. I do have a crew that has the game that would be ready and willing to play. I mean, in fact, I think I've got like 10 or 12 people that have the game. I know the Pajamas does, Red Shadow does, Todd does, Joey does, I do. I don't think Tyler does. I don't think that Tyler does. But I'm pretty sure Paz has it, Reese has it. So a lot of people have it. A lot of people have it. Uh-oh, wait for it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening? Is something happening? Multiplayer trophies are low. Well, Todd, you just gotta get. Or should I say Tude? Tude the dude. Freaking Joey. What a typo. Tude. Uh-oh. You got me scared, Connie. I'm waiting. Yes, ready? Uh-oh. It's about to happen. Should I get up my horn? Just wait, Chacho. Hold your breath. Ready? We'll all do it together. That was a long hold in. I haven't done that in a long time. Although that is good to know, though, that I can hold my breath longer than 10 seconds because they say that's one of the first things that the doctors will do for you. They'll say, hold your breath. If you can hold it for longer, if you can take full deep breath and hold for 10 seconds, you generally don't have the symptoms that would induce. This is what they say. Again, I'm not a doctor. Don't like write that to like your local, whoever, but I don't have enough air for that. I could do a minute. I don't know how long I went. You guys got to remember, too, there is like a 10. What? Mike, what is good? Thank you so much. That is awesome. Man, Mike showing up. Thanks again, too, Mike, for, being a part of that and sending that game out. I know that all you guys made that possible. Pajamas and everybody. Mike with the 20 dono. You guys are awesome. Too stinking good to me. Appreciate that, you guys. Really, really, I do. So, all right. So let's chat for a few more minutes now. Whoa! Everything just went crazy. It says something is lower bit rate, something. All right, what's happening? I just want to scroll back over. Can you let me scroll back over? There we go. All right. That's awesome. So, you guys really want to see me. So sorry for the wait. It was worth the wait, Mike. Don't even sweat it. It was totally worth the wait. No complaints from this guy here. That was crazy. Did you, let's one more time. Let's hear it for the dono. Ready? Here we go. That was just a replay, just in case you guys are wondering. Thank you so much, you guys. Really appreciate that. Now, Monday. So, it is probably likely going to be Battlefront 2. Whether I will be here for it or not is still up in the air. It is possible that I might have to dip out, right? Like, I might be here for part of it. So basically, my car is going to be ready, and it's an hour and 15 or 20-minute drive to get there. My wife has some work obligations that's happening. And with COVID and everything else like that, like I just don't really want to ride or ask anybody else for rides. So Nor do I want to leave my car up there for extra days or whatever, because I'm already going to leave it overnight for one night. So, and that's because I want it to be ready and easy to be picked up, on Monday. Because otherwise I'd have to for sure miss Monday. And then, depending on how things went, I mean, there's always that possibility that Tuesday would be conflicted in some way too. So, definitely excited though. For those of you who don't know, my car's going in for some suspension. I've already been lowered, but I've been riding around on the stock struts and shocks. I got struts in the front, shocks in the front, struts in the back, and so I will be having those replaced. And and I'm not just like getting like the stock ones. I'm beefcaking them. I'm getting the Bilstein Sports, which are like good, GUD good. They're not cheap. They're not the most expensive either. I looked at all sorts of things. There was coilovers, there's air ride, there was all sorts of stuff that's out there. But I decided to stay static and roll around on my old school ways. See here, what time is it in America? Dawson's asking. It is actually 6:22 in the PM in the evening, so basically dinner time right now. And and that's out on the west coast of the United States. It'll actually be a lot later out on the east coast. In fact, it's 9:30 out there, so pretty cool. Let's see here, 7:21 for Ben. Ben's in Colorado. Not to give your GPS coordinates away or nothing, but he's an hour ahead of me. 2 in the morning. We got 7 at where Chacho is as well. Nice. Yeah, so what time is it? I'm sure it's like 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning for Gray right now too, huh? Dawson, go to bed. Get sleep. So tomorrow we're talking about maybe doing Plants versus Zombies again. It depends. I have not spoke to Joey to see if Joey's going to be around. I know Reese will definitely want to. I don't think Gray is going to be around, especially staying up this late. I don't know. I don't know if... So we'll make a decision tomorrow kind of on the fly. I know that Todd does not have it. That's one of the downsides to playing that game. But also it only supports 4 anyway, so even if he did, we'd have to make a choice and roost somebody out. But we'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure it out. Now, if you guys have any requests or things that you'd like to see... I guess we talked about a lot of old stuff earlier. So yeah, and I'll probably be busting out the Dreamcast at some point, and I'm going to try to track down, right now with COVID and everything, and the Corona going around, I just don't know how smart it is for me to be buying like secondhand goods and things like that. I've been kind of thinking about that. Like I ordered a badge for my car. And I thought, okay, well, my plan is I want to paint it. In order to paint it, you got to sand it, you got to primer it, and then you got to paint it. And I figured, I'm an idiot. I'm going to mess that up, so I better order 2. So I ordered 1, and when I was looking at, like, the next day, I realized, oh, man, I should have ordered 2. And then I started thinking, well, shoot, I actually want 3 because I'm probably going to mess 1 up. I'm going to need 1 to kind of just, like, do a trial run on. And then I'm gonna want 1 for inside the car on my dash, and then I want 1 for outside the car on the back. And so I've later decided that I'm actually gonna split it and then just put like half the badge on the back and half of it in the car. And it actually turns out that I only need 1 badge to do that. But I ordered the 1 and it showed up and it had 2. But before I found that out, I'd ordered a second one because I thought I wanted to. So I ordered it, and the one that I ordered, I hit go. I knew it. As soon as I ordered, I was like, oh, this one's coming from China. Boom, ordered. And I was like, yeah, $5 instead of 12. Yeah, I saved money. Yeah, I was all happy. And then I was like, did I really just order something from China? Right now? Is that a good idea? like I don't know if it is or isn't. So, now, in all fairness... It has been the slowest shipping ever, and it's still not even in the United States yet, and it's expected to be here like June 17th. So it's still like a month away from even being here. So, I mean, I guess if something happened or whoever packaged it or whatever. I would imagine that a month and a half, 2 months worth of travel time will probably. But then you got to think of all the different places and people. It's such a wild card. You just don't know what's up from down right now. It's kind of crazy. Let's see here. I was gonna scroll back and see games again. GoldenEye. So yeah, lots of 64 talk. So that would be a good investment for me. I just don't know where the best place to buy one. Anybody have one they want to sell? I would rather buy it from somebody I know, like, because then I can at least ask them and know if they're sick and if their response is truthful or not. Because these guys on the internet, like, hey, I just have a question. I want to buy that from you, but are you sick? They're like, no, I haven't been sick at all. I mean, you never know who's being honest and who's not. So, all right. So yeah, lots of we got. Let's see here. I'm all the way back up here. Bully is great, huh? I never played Bully. Big fan of all of the Rockstar based games, but I never played that. I even played LA Noire, which when that game came out, it was supposed to be like groundbreaking technology, facial recognition, and I think that although it was cool to see like their facial movements and stuff, I think the groundbreakingness was actually in the technology that was used to make it versus where it was at the time. I still think it's cool, but I feel like that was kind of early mocap, right? Like now they have it down for everything, and it's pretty awesome. Now I've even seen some stuff like they have programs that can actually capture like video clips. Like a lot of the Fortnite dances have been stolen off of clips in videos, not from people in suits, which is kind of crazy. Which is also why there was all those lawsuits, because they were directly stealing property from other people's dances that they not like the hokey pokey and stuff like that. I'm sure somebody created it, but nobody that I'm aware of owns it. Maybe somebody owns it. Somebody owns it. Somebody owns everything. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. Let's see here. Lego Lord of the Rings was epic. Older and Need for Speeds. Sorry to say, Brian, I'm a bit older to you. Raymond, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Math, it's just a bunch of numbers. Harry Potter had too much backtracking. Yeah, it definitely did have a fair amount. Harry Potter was fun. I liked it for the nostalgia and how you got to run through and actually play the majority of the movies, books, however you want to look at it. Commodore 64. Boy, you dropped some fire in there, Raymond. I'm just now seeing all these comments. Lego City Rocks. Yeah, so all right, I'm all caught up there now. Yeah, there's definitely some decent suggestions in here. Cars Racer Rama. There's definitely some love for the DC. Definitely some love for the 64. That was awesome. We got some new subs on HTG TV too. How many do we end up getting today? A couple. Oh, we lost one. Somebody already unsubbed. That's funny. That is funny. Let's see here. Lots of cursing you should get. What is Getting Over It with Benneth Foddy? Was that a channel or what? I'm just now seeing DJ Wayfarer, which looks like it might have been one of the only comments that was made. I missed it. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Patreon looks daunting to me. I tried to set it up. Yeah, it's there's a couple of steps. Obviously, you gotta establish an account, and then you gotta hook up your credit card, and then you gotta look around and find. It is kind of confusing, but if you establish an account and then you click the links, you just go straight to our link or anybody like Kind of Funny Games or Ali Spag. There's a lot of people out there that have great content and have 700 tiers and 7 million people. I mean, Patreon's definitely been a great platform for a lot of people to go to. I haven't leaned on it like super heavy, but I definitely have utilized it, and it's definitely helped me. Like I was sharing some revenue like overall with my wife, so, like from start to finish, because a lot of people are like, oh, is that even worth it? And it's like, you know, yes, it is. It has been absolutely beneficial to us as a smaller channel. I mean, I know we have 100,000 subs, but as you guys know, I mean, we rarely have more than 30 people in a stream, and our views and our videos fluctuate anywhere from like 500 to like 10,000, and it's usually more like 500 to 1,000. But you know, once we get into the Lego stuff, I mean, those videos start skyrocketing. We definitely have a niche, and we know that. You know, we tried to start a second channel. It hasn't gone as fast as we would like to. It's been fairly successful for what we've, you know, put into it, whatever, a couple days a week. So, you know, definitely would love to see some more from other people. Like the original vision was others helping, you know, like having like a group of people like me streaming like Mondays and Fridays or something like that, and then or Tuesdays and Thursdays, and having somebody else stream on, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday over there, and you know, some Saturday, Sunday stuff, and you know, that may happen at some point. I'm at a point right now where we've got a good flow, we've got a good work ethic, we've got a good crew. Everyone's kind of, I don't want to say knows their role, because it's not like any kind of a dictatorship or anything, but I mean, people definitely have found their working groove and have been helping efficiently, and you know, even if it's just being there to chat in the morning and help me make decisions, or whether it's playing in games, or, you know, I mean, everybody has their part that they've been doing, and I really greatly appreciate it. And you know, and then you guys with the super chats and the continuous watching and everything, you guys are just showing us nothing but love, which allows us to keep on with the keeping on. So hey guys, we're actually getting to a point where I think I'm just droning on and on and on and on and on, and I can talk forever. We all know that. I actually smell some food downstairs, and although I ate in between, I didn't eat like a full meal. So I'm definitely going to go pick up some food and check it out. But hey, thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Hopefully you guys found this game break at least fun, if not a little informational. You know, May 4th is the big day. So we'll find out whether or not we're going to get any Lego Star Wars info, or whether we're going to jump into a Lego indie project. So yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Hopefully you'll watch it. I know a lot of you guys have already played Lego indie. But maybe you guys will have some sympathy for me and be like, oh, I wonder how well he's doing. I'll go watch it. I thought about just streaming it too, but I want to make sure that our Lego stuff is pretty specific to guides, which is kind of why I've been on the fence about streaming Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars, because I don't want people to get confused. But no bugles. I ate my. Listen. I'm like so fat right now. I like don't even fit in my own skin. Like, you guys see this. You guys don't see this. Notice how that one's more of a 3-dimensional circle, rather than this one just being 2D, 3D. Yeah, I've been trying, like, I legit have been eating like a half a box of fudge sticks and probably a quarter bag of Oreos and a half a bag of bugles every day on top of my normal stuff. Not okay. Not okay. So we're making some changes around here. In fact, I might even jump ship on my oatmeal and go back to some overnight oats and things like that, like some things that are similar but like more healthy, you know. I haven't been walking as much at night, and Drexler's been kind of on this anti-walk, and so my exercise has gone down. And with us being in the house, like, we don't go anywhere, so it's not so. Like, I keep making jokes about quarantine. Like, there's a donut Drake for Uncharted. There needs to be like a blown up Brian or something for HTG, because that's where I'm at right now. I'm at the limit of, like, one of these days I'm probably gonna lose a camera, and I apologize in advance, because I'm gonna sit down and my button's gonna go pew, and it's gonna hit that camera and just shatter that lens. And I'm going to feel terrible, because it's going to be yet another stream that went by with some sort of stupid error that could have been avoided with a little care. Hey guys, I'm going to wrap it up for realsies, I promise. Big shout outs to everybody that dropped super chats today. Mike, Gray, Andrew, Raymond, and that looks like it. Boy, there's a long list. Andrew. Lots of Andrews. Much love to all you guys. Thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow with something fun, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on this channel with another fun stream. So hope to see you there. Hopefully you're staying safe. Give your family a nice hug. Tell everybody you love them, because you know what? We're all going crazy with each other right now. It's happening in my house. I'm sure it's happening in your house. As always, guys, don't forget to check us out on social media. It can be found actually right here or down below in the video description if you're one of those lazy types who can't remember nothing like me, or maybe you're just old. That would apply that as well. So anyways, though, that'll do it. Hopefully you enjoyed this April 2020 game break. Much love. As always, until next time.